Next is Ospf configuration on WAN link. You can see that there is a frame relay connection between router 2 and router 3, and also router 1 and router 3. And although frame relay is going to be obsolete in next version of Ccnp, you should know about these and you should be very familiar with the configuration. Now I want to check the configuration first on this frame relay connection, and after that I will go and configure Ospf for these connections. So let's go to router 3. This is our hub. So now router 3, I show run, and I prefer to see the show run config of interface serial 00. That's the configuration that I have here. Now you can see that I have a configuration for Ospf, and I have Ospf network configured previously. So everything is working just fine, but I want to show you some other configurations here. And let me see if I have talked about frame relay. No, I haven't talked about frame relay yet, but I want to show you how you can configure frame relay and difference between interface level, sub-interface level, and types of networks. I'm going to discuss them right here. So the first thing I want to do is to default the interface serial 0 to its default configuration. So I go to configuration mode and type in default interface serial 00, and after a while it is going to go back to its default mode. And also on router 1 and router 2 I want to do the same thing. In router 2, now on router 3 I have different options to configure my network. First of all, I can have everything configured under physical interface, and I can have all these two routers in one subnet. This is the type of network that is called multi-point network, and it is a very good option when you have limited IP addresses and you don't want to waste any more IP addresses here. So this is one option. Of course, you can have different subnets for the connection between router 1 and router 3, and also router 2 and router 3. And if you have an ample amount of IP addresses, this is a very good option, because you won't have some difficulties in configuration that you will be imposed when you are working with multi-point interfaces. So let's go and first of all create some sub-interfaces under router 3s and put every connection in one subnet and see the effect of this. And after that I will go back and create this. So I will go and work with this like this. I will go and under serial 00 I will tell the router to change the encapsulation to frame relay, and after a while the interface is going to be in up state. I create some sub-interfaces serial 00 for connection between 1 and 3. I will connect 1 0 3, and this is gonna be a point-to-point sub-interface. So I type point to point, hit enter, and now I need to specify the IP address. That is gonna be 10.0.103.3 255.255.255.0, and I need to assign a DLC to this subinterface. So it is going to be like this: frame relay interface DLC, and it's going to have the DLC number from this, that is 301. So 301 is here, and everything is done like this. Now I want to create another subinterface that's going to be the interface between router 2 and router 3, so it is 203, and again I need to have IP address that is going to be 203.3, and also there is going to be a DLC here that is 302. So I go here, show run interface serial 00 has just one line of command, that is the encapsulation. For 103 I have two lines of commands, one IP address and the other one the DLC number, and for 203, this is like this. Okay, let's go to router 1 first. Under interface serial 00, I can create sub-interface, but this is not necessary because I'm not a hub. I just have one connection on serial 00, so I will go and create everything under this. So I go to encapsulation frame relay and change the IP address to 10.0.103.1, and that's it. I don't need to assign any DLC because this is a physical interface. There is no sub-interface, and any DLC that LMI introduces to this interface is going to be applied here. So if I do try to show frame relay map, I can see that after a while this is going to be populated and will show me the IP address of the other end. So let's go to router 2 first. Under interface serial 00, I want to have encapsulation frame relay, and I want to have IP address 10.0.2032, and that's it. Let's save everything. And on router 1 again, I want to show the frame relay mapping, so let's save everything here, and let's have a ping and see the connection. If I try to ping 10.0.103.3, you can see that this should work just fine, but it is not working. And let's see the interface. Show IP interface in brief will tell me that serial 00 is up and up. It has the IP address configured. And on router 3 also I need to check everything. Show IP interfaces in brief tells me that every interface is working just fine, and I have the DLC numbers assigned here, so it should work just fine. Let me check the ping again, and it is not working. Let's troubleshoot. No, it is working right now. That's it. There is no need to troubleshoot. I want to show the frame relay mapping right now. You can see that frame relay mapping is just fine and working nicely. So on router 2 I should have the same thing. So the ping is going to work 10.0.203.3, and it is going to work after a while. And I can wait for that, but I know that after a while it is going to work. Let's have the repeat 100 and wait for it. Okay, now I have everything here, and if I want to have Ospf configured on here, I will do this. Now you can see that the ping is working here as well. Let's go to router 3 and go to configuration mode and go under interface serial 00.103 and add this line of configuration: IP Ospf 1 area 123. That's it. And under serial 00203 I will add the same command, and I want to have this command under serial interfaces on router 1 and router 3, and you can see that these are supporting broadcast, so everything will work just fine here. So I go to configuration mode, under interface serial 00 I add this piece of command, IP Ospf, and after a while I should see the neighborship. So on router 2 interface serial 00 IP Ospf 1 area 123, and after a while I should see the neighborship coming up here. So if you have a look on show frame relay mapping, you can see that everything is configured dynamically. You can see this broadcast keyword here that tells me that I support broadcast and multicast, and since Ospf uses multicast to create neighborships and adjacencies, everything will work just fine here. And after a while I should see the Ospf neighborship between these two interfaces. But wait, If it is not working, what should I do? I want to show you the network type and see the difference between these two in next section.